friends, welcome back to another video. I'm Serendipity, and today we're going to cover a few cozy games, one that's releasing soon and two that are already out there and available for your gaming pleasure. These are some games that I've enjoyed playing. There's some demos available if you'd like to try them out, and I think they should be in everyone's cozy library. So let's go take a look, shall we? First up, we have a game called Tiny Glade. It's going to be released on September 23rd, very shortly, in just a few short weeks. It is a very anticipated game. In fact, it is highly wishlisted on Steam. Unfortunately, the demo is a little thin on the ground in terms of content, so we're going to take a look here at a little bit of what I was able to achieve with the demo currently. I'm very excited about the potential for this game. Tiny Glade is a relaxing freeform building game. You can tap into the joy of making something without any kind of management. There's no resources to go collect. There's no farming to be done. You just get to build and design. There's no combat. There's no right or wrong way to do it. From everything I've seen in terms of gameplay and early access for, some that have been given a key to play it, the full version, it looks like it's got a lot of potential. And I'm really excited about what this could mean and what we could do with this. I really enjoy building and designing, as you guys know, if you're a longtime fan of the channel. And I don't want to have to, go out and mine for resources sometimes. Sometimes you just want to build and make something pretty. You don't want to have to do all the work behind it. This game seems to answer that question for all of us. It's very relaxing. The music is very tranquil and peaceful. The ambient sounds. You have a time of day cycle. And there does seem to be quite a bit of customization that will be available in the full version. But the demo, like I said, is a little thin in terms of experience and what you're allowed to do. I was a little disappointed. I was hoping for a little bit more. I really enjoy demos that give me, a good bit of gameplay, so I really get a feel for the game and really know if I'm going to want to invest money. But this one has, I think we'll have several building options. There's pathing, there's different types of doors and windows. You can customize the color, the foliage, the seasons, all the things. So it's very exciting. I think it would be absolutely delightful for anybody who loves designing things, loves experimenting with build and layout and architecture without all the work of having to go out and get all the materials to craft the things that you need. One of the things I thought was interesting that I did not play around enough with the demo was this adjusting the buildings. You can adjust the height, you can adjust the dome of the roof, you can adjust the width of the building, and I should have done that a little more. Although you see that circle there on the ground, that is the limit of space you have for the demo. That's why I was saying it's a little thin, it's a little anemic in terms of content to play around with, but you get a good feel for what this game is going to be like. And I do think it is absolutely beautiful graphically. It is a mouse and keyboard game. As far as I can tell, there is no controller support yet. I could be wrong, so take that with a grain of salt. I think it's going to be really enjoyable for those who are like me, who just want to decorate and just want to build and make something absolutely beautiful. I also found that the controls were a little clunky sometimes, but that is probably just me. Sometimes I struggle with mouse and keyboard directional keys, WASD, Q, and E, and the spinning of around, and it's just not very fluid. I did not do any changes to the key bindings or adjust anything before I started the demo, so I think if I were going to play the game, I would definitely tweak that a little bit more to my liking and to make it a little easier on myself, because I'm used to playing with controller. I do better with a controller. But yeah, I definitely would look into that if I were you, just to, customize it to your taste and make it work for you a lot better. I feel like I could have been a little more fluid there. One of the things I like about this game is the details, the lighting, the colors, the graphics, this sort of thing really appeals to me. This is absolutely beautiful. I am really excited about just weather and time of day and all the things you can do when it comes to creating these beautiful spaces. Sometimes we forget about that. This is the camera feature in the game. I played around with it a little bit, not enough, but I think you can take some really great screenshots, and maybe even if you can get rid of the HUD, it'd be really cool footage that you could get if you're a content creator like myself, or if you just like playing around with that sort of thing. But I think that's a really cool feature, and not enough games have that. Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's absolutely delightful. I'm so excited. September 23rd, mark your calendars, put it on your wish list. I hope this has been enticing and interesting to you guys, and maybe made you curious about getting a game that's all about decorating without all the work of gathering resources. Next up on our list is Garden Galaxy. It is available for purchase on Steam currently. It has been out since 2022, and it regularly goes on sale for $5.99, sometimes even cheaper. It also has a demo available, so if you want to try it out before you buy. I love games that do that. It gives me the opportunity to really get a feel for the game without investing money right away, because as you all know, I'm sure you're similar to me, it's an addiction. I have too many games and not enough time to play them. Garden Galaxy is a delightful sandbox game where you build and arrange your own personalized garden from randomized item drops, as you see here. You got that little flame thing over there kind of bouncing around. You click on it, you put the coin in, and out pops some random piece of decorating equipment. No two gardens are exactly the same, and you're at the mercy of chance. So that is, for some people who are really very organized with their decorating, this could be a little maybe frustrating. But the longer you play, the more stuff you collect, and you can also recycle items that you get. So definitely something to look at. Every single time you play and do a new, a tile is what I'm going to call them, you have the opportunity to create something completely new. There is I believe, this is I think the regular standard creative mode. I do believe there's a puzzle mode. I just did this because this is more appealing to me. But yeah, it's very serene. These kinds of games are just super chill. And the kind of game I always tell my subscribers and followers they're great if you've just had a crap day and you just don't really want to have to think too hard. You don't want to have to work too hard. You just want to do something that occupies you, and it's just calming. The music itself is lovely. I enjoy these kinds of games because the atmosphere, the ambiance, the graphics, and the subject matter. Especially if you're really into gardening or creating gardenscapes, this is definitely going to be a game for you. It is mouse and keyboard. I do not know if it has controller. I'll get it out. Controller support. You could definitely try that out. It does not have that listed anywhere on the Steam game page. But yeah, this is, I think this was one of those little games that you can just pick up and do anytime. You can save your progress, come back to it. I kept picking up the tiles. Maybe you won't have such a difficult time like I did. Here in a little while, you'll see, I start getting so many duplicates of things that I don't have any room for. One of the criticisms I have, at least in all the times I have played, is that you don't get enough of the tiles to expand your area quick enough. I feel like I got a lot of plants and nowhere to put them, so I started having to kind of recycle items, hoping to get something else. So again, if you're one of those that likes to have access to all the things right away, this might be a little more frustrating just because it's a randomized chance. Every time you click and get a coin and you put it in, who knows what's going to pop out. Part of the fun in that is just the mystery, the surprise. So yeah, that's something I really enjoyed about this game. And some of the designs you can make are just absolutely beautiful, very elaborate. Again, like I said, it's one of those you can just put on, play for a little while, save, and come back to later. It's just a great de-stress from your day to chill and just relax. I call these games a balm for your brain because, the world is a crazy place. There's a lot of stuff out there, and you turn on the news and that just makes you want to crawl under a blanket and hide. And so when there's games like this that exist, it's absolutely imperative to just relax the mind, relax the body, relax the spirit, and this game definitely fits the bill. It's not a lot of investment money-wise, and if you wait for a sale, you'll definitely get a deal. I say it's totally worth the $5.99 or even $9.99 at its regular price for just the purpose of it. It would be actually great as a mobile game as well, I think. If you have a Steam Deck, this is perfect to play on the go. If you're waiting in a waiting room or just wanting to pass some time in traffic or at work on a lunch break. But yeah, this game is really just very chill, very relaxing. I like it. I'm gonna let you guys just sit back and enjoy the serene music and the gameplay. Well, you can't criticize this game for not having enough plants. I started to run out of room and I had no tiles. But yeah, this is definitely a game I would recommend if you love that cozy, just total chill vibe, and you like gardening. So yeah, go check it out. Link is down below in the description. And I hope it makes it into your cozy library very soon. Next up is Panorama. This one is my personal favorite. It's got several different types of gameplay options, standard, creative, and challenge. We're just going to do standard mode today. Panorama came out in May of 2023, and it is a new city building puzzle game. I say city building, it's sort of a city building game, I think. But the object of the game, the basic premise, is to group like tiles together and get points. And over here in the left-hand corner of your screen, you'll see that the points rack up. You get to a certain level and you can get bonuses and extra buildings and upgraded buildings. It is somewhat strategic in nature, but I absolutely love this game. Absolutely love it. I have played it quite a bit. I've even streamed it a few times. I just feel like this is one of those, the ambiance, the music, the subject matter, it's just very chill, very calm, very relaxing. And then you build these beautiful maps with, all the scenery. This is very similar to Dwarf Romantic, and also a game I just recently covered in a video called Preserve. Each one has its own, variation on a theme for the most part, but I love the graphics, I love the concept, I love that it's sort of a puzzle game on top of being creative with how you build your town. You also there is a strictly just creative mode where you get tiles and you make what you want. If you don't really want to be bothered by the puzzle aspect of it or the points, you can do that. And then the challenge mode, I think you have to do certain things together to, achieve certain points and whatnot. So I love this game. Absolutely love it. And as you can see here through the gameplay, I try to optimize how many points I can make, at the same time grouping like biomes together. See here, I'm going to get 78 points. That's probably the best I'm going to get. And I also get the bonuses for putting more of the trees around this established area. You'll get bonus cards from time to time, and you can pick the extra buildings you want to get. Usually my strategy there is to just go with what I have the most of at that point, or what's going to give me the most points as I play the game. When you're in creative mode, you can just let your creative juices fly and, do whatever you want. This game is one of those go-tos after I've had a very stressful day and I just want to chill and relax. And without a doubt, every single time I have ever played this game, it achieves the purpose I set out for. In fact, when I was playing, doing a little bit of gameplay here to record this video, I played significantly longer than I intended to because it is just that addictive. You lose yourself in the time of it all. This is another great game to play on a Steam Deck. If you have one, it's great to have on the go if you're waiting, if you're just wanting to play something for a little while and not have to really worry about mining for resources or combat or any of the things that come along sometimes with sim games or survival combat type games. Well, we all love those, and sometimes you do need to beat something over the head. Sometimes just to get out that aggression. Sometimes you just want something chill and cozy, and this is certainly the absolute definition of that. Panorama is probably one of my favorite of the tile-based puzzle games where you build biomes and cities and different areas. I'm curious to see what you guys think when it comes to these sort of things. I know when I played this game on a live stream, everybody was like, oh, this is like Dwarf Romantic, and I've never played. I have seen some gameplay of it, and I do think it is very similar. Just like Preserve, well, Preserve is a lot more animal and biome based, and this is definitely more, it definitely is more of like a region. You got forests, you've got rocky mountain areas, you've got farmlands, you've got cities, you've got housing, you've got rivers and lakes. I like that this has a lot of variety, and I enjoy that, if I don't really want to do the puzzle aspect, I can just turn on creative mode and build to my heart's content. I will warn you, this game is highly addictive. If you start playing, you're gonna lose track of time and 3 hours will go by and you're like, what just happened? But you know that that's the sign of a great game when you can just lose yourself in it, and there you go. So see, I just got that bonus. I've racked up some points, and pretty soon I'll get an extra card. And they've added some new buildings since the last time I played. These bridges, this greenhouse, they have a church, a cafe, which when I was initially playing earlier this year and late last fall, that was not there. So they've had some little updates since I first started playing. I love that when game developers continue to develop the game and work on it and give little updates here and there without any cost to us as a consumer. Again, this game is just super delightful. I hope you guys enjoy this. You should definitely go give it a try. It's regularly on sale for about half off, but you can get it for $13.99 regularly. I definitely think it's worth the investment. I used to be a big time console player. I played a lot of console games on the Nintendo. Console games got really expensive, and one of the great things about Steam and PC-based games on Steam is that they are significantly more affordable than their console counterparts sometimes, and it makes it easier to experiment and try new games when you're not shelling out $60 every single time. So especially if you keep an eye out on the sales on Steam, you can catch all these games we've covered today for significantly reduced prices, 40-50% off sometimes, especially when the sale's really good, but a lot of times there's a lot of 20 and 30% sales going on. So put it on your wish list and check it out. I'm going to let you guys just enjoy some gameplay, and I'll be back in just a minute. What do y'all think? There's some really great details, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. I definitely highly recommend this one. It's one of my all-time favorite cozy games. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you put it on your wish list, and I hope you purchase it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think and how you enjoyed this game. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this look into 3 really cute and fun cozy games that will be sure to make your day absolutely delightful and be very relaxing. It's a balm for the brain, as I like to say. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you do, please hit that like button. Leave a comment down below with any of your comments or suggestions. And if you've been enjoying this content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. As always, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and I will see you all in the next one.